Meanwhile, let's cut across to Mauritius. Well, Prime Minister Modi is meeting Mauritius's Deputy Prime Minister, Paul Raymond. He's also there with senior leaders there. In fact, remember, he's addressing the Indian diaspora was the first thing that he did in Mauritius, reminiscing about the previous visit to the island exactly 10 years back, which coincided with the festival of Holi. And now, again, 10 years later, you have the Prime Minister there right ahead of Holi meeting the Deputy Prime Minister of Mauritius. With just 3 days left for the festival of Holi, of course, the Prime Minister stated that he would take the colors of Holi with him to India. In fact, you can see these visuals coming in. Let's listen in. Well, the Prime Minister is about to speak very shortly. We'll get you what exactly it is he has to say. Remember, he has said that earlier, he has said as he visited Mauritius, he says, when Mauritius does well, then India cheers on. In fact, the Prime Minister, when he was speaking to the Indian diaspora, also had said that I had come to Mauritius 10 years back on this date, and it was a week after Holi. I've brought the joy of Phagwa with me. This time, I will take the colors of Holi with me back to India. Let me go across to Srinjoy. Srinjoy, the significance of the Prime Minister's second visit to Mauritius.
Well, there are various issues that have to be looked at. Importantly, the fact there is a strategic issue. There is a fact that, as Prime Minister said, they are family. There is also a fact that both sides have to work together in terms of logistics and so on. Now, look at the strategic issue first. This is an area, the Indian Ocean is full of all kinds of unsavory people, whether it's drug mafias, whether it's pirates, whether it's all kinds of other people. Now, there is a need for protection for the people of Mauritius, which is why the Indian side has shared a couple of Coast Guard ships, some fast attack craft, and also there is an OPV that could be handed over. So that really takes care of the EEZ of Mauritius. Then, of course, let's not forget, we are virtually the same kind of people. So, and Narendra Modi has referred to them as family, and quite rightly too. So we have to look out for people in the Indian Ocean. And if we can help a country like Mauritius, we'd be very happy to do so. The third thing is, the people of Mauritius would require the kind of logistics to build ports, to build roads, to build other infrastructure. And if India can help there, then well and good. India will be happy to do so.
Well, absolutely. In fact, it is going to be very significant. What you can see on your screens, you have pacts being signed between India and Mauritius. In fact, there are pacts on maritime security as well as tackling financial crimes which are on the table. Can you tell us a bit about that, Srinjoy, the critical pacts which are being signed as we see these visuals coming in even as we speak?
Yes, rightly too. First of all, as we heard from Vikram Misri, the Foreign Secretary earlier, that this is the security of Mauritius is particularly important. Now, it's important for a variety of reasons. One, the fact that Mauritius is just a series of small islands with a huge EEZ. Now, how are you going to protect Mauritius and its EEZ when you look at all these different things? When you look at the drug mafias, when you look at the pirates, when you look at a variety of other people.
Well, there seems to be a bit of problem there. We'll try and reconnect with Srinjoy. Consulting editor Suresh Goyal is also joining us, a former diplomat. Ambassador Goyal, if you can explain to us the significance of especially the Maritime Security Pact between India and Mauritius, which is, of course, our maritime neighbor as well, and given the geostrategic significance that Mauritius has.
I think in this whole case, and I overheard the conversation which was just coming in about the pirates, the maritime issues in terms of terrorism, etc., blue economy and all those things. With a huge exclusive economic zone that Mauritius has, clearly, that's very important. Second thing is that in the Western Indian Ocean, Mauritius is an important part, a pivot of our own concerns in terms of the overall security matrix. One word is enough, China. China is expanding its navy like anything. Very soon, or in fact already, it is comparable to the USA Navy, and it has ambition to really displace USA and change the global order.
Absolutely.
We must accept that China is adversary in our security adversary, and we need to be careful. In that equation, Malaysia, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, they all play a very important role, and particularly Mauritius, with a large maritime border, is very, very critical to our own security considerations. That's the reason Diego
Absolutely. So to counter the string of pearls of China, it's important that India has stronger ties with its strategic partners in the Indian Ocean, such as Mauritius. Thank you so much, Anwar Goyal, for joining us here on the show, as well as Srinjoy for joining us. We'll keep getting you updates of Prime Minister's second trip to Mauritius. But for the time being, we're going to be wrapping up the show. Thank you so much for watching. Siddharth joins you on the other side. Stay tuned.